Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Boy, do I have a treat for you. This is the Pitata Smart Memo Pad. Did you guys know about this? I swear, this was out on Kickstarter, okay? This was out on Kickstarter. I'm usually all over Kickstarter. I'm always on Kickstarter. I started there because of the playing cards, right? There was custom decks out there, but Kickstarter is also a place where you can find Magic now. Apparently, the Pitata Kickstarter had this, had the watch, and it had a Palm Peak reader device. All three of them. And it was probably like a cool bundle deal. None of y'all told me about this. People are always telling me about new stuff in the comment section. They're always telling me about new things. I find out from Illusionist. I found out from Illusionist, and that was only after they started selling it at their store. So this is the Smart Memo Pad. Illusionist was kind enough to send this over to me so that I could review it for you. Illusionist carries this right now for $550. Yep, 550 bucks. Why? That's why. Smart Memo Pad. This is electronic magic, right? Electronic magic. And say what you want. The world is going here, okay? The world is going here. Back in the day, I didn't used to review downloads, right? I didn't used to review downloads because they were everywhere. Now I review downloads. I didn't have any magic apps on my phone. Now I do. And this thing, two words, game changer. Game changer. This thing is insane. You could build a career off of this. You could. This is the kind of magic they do on TV. All right. This is next level. I gotta tell you all about this. All right. So what is the Smart Memo Pad? It's this. It is literally this. We'll get into more of it, and I'll talk about why all the fun scribbles are here because I've been playing with it. But really, this is it. The Smart Memo Pad is a sender. Okay, it's a sender, and your phone or your smart device will be the receiver. Okay, and it's a way for you to peek information digitally. Really, that's really what it is. With the Smart Memo Pad, you're going to get a memo pad. You're going to get two. You'll get a plain, ordinary one that could be refills, right? Or it could go in something else. Or you'll get a cutaway one where you can put the microchip or the sending device inside of it. And then you get this pen, and both are digital, and you're sending whatever this information is directly to your phone, okay? Your phone reads it right away. So they're in the front row or second row of Parlor, and they're writing down, 89, and you are getting in real time the information on your phone, which could be just laying flat on your table with a black screen, so it looks like it's dead, right? Or it looks like it's off, and you're watching them write 89 in real time. And best of all, like I said, we'll get into all of this. Your phone could be in your pocket at that point. Your phone doesn't even have the app open. Doesn't even have to have the app open, and the app is still receiving the information electronically. You're able to go to it at your own time, open the app, and find the info. It could be totally disconnected from the two events, right? These two little things are going to blow you away. All right, so let's talk about everything that's in the box. You got everything that's in the box, all right? So $550, you're going to get that big box I showed you earlier. Inside of that, you're going to get the yellow memo pad that's cut out. You're going to get a microchip, or a sender, I should say, right? It's a chip of some sort. It's a motherboard. It's a little tiny motherboard. It's about the same size as a playing card, okay? That's going to fit inside the memo pad. And you'll get the digital pen. And you'll also get the charging unit and cables to charge it all. You'll also get some decals that go on the other side of the charging unit of the pen so that you can cover up the charging unit so that it looks like a regular pen. It would, make everything look legit. And you'll get the app, and that's all you need. Is it what I thought? Well, of course, it is completely what I thought. You can go out to the Kickstarter, read everything, right? Read everything. You'll know exactly what you're getting. And Kickstarters also have comment sections. You can read the comments from people who've really purchased it, and you'll see exactly what people are saying. So there's, I think, transparency-wise, yeah. same thing, go over to illusionist.com and read the ad copy. And watch the videos. You'll see exactly what it is. So you know exactly what you're getting. Is it well made? It is. It is very robust. I was really surprised at how powerful this is, because I've seen a lot of peak devices, especially ones that are like, we'll call them impression devices, right? Because really, at the end of the day, this is an impression device more than it is a peak. A peak would be, they wrote down 89, and then you have their item, and you look at the thing that they wrote. Whereas an impression device would be, they wrote 89 and they didn't hand you the item. They handed you something else back, right? Maybe the table or the tablet or the box that they're writing on. And your impression, right, like a ghost impression, is inside of that. And I've done reviews in the member section where I've compared different impression devices side by side and showed you what different impressions look like. Some impressions are like gray on gray, and they're kind of hard to read. And some are like fainted, and some, when you try to, wipe yours clear and start over again, there's residue, and it starts to lose some of its clarity over time. This thing blows all those others out of the water, because really you're staring at a black screen. Your screen is blank, completely black, like it's off, okay? You have like one little indicator in the upper corner that shows that it's connected to the pen, right? That it's receiving signal, so you'll know. There's another little symbol that tells you the orientation of the pad. So let's say they were drawing something and orientation was key. You'd want to know that they were holding the pad in the correct way, so that when you got your impression, right? Well, that tells you which way they're holding the pad. That's ingenious. And there's a little trash can symbol. And the trash can means you can delete it as soon as you see it. So if they write down 89, right? You can get it and just hit that delete button and it's gone. The 89 vanishes, completely vanishes. So anybody that, would look, they wouldn't see a thing. And it appears in like this green writing that looks exactly like their writing, because it's happening in real time. You watch them write it, right? And you can see it. And it shines nice and bright. If you were in a darkened theater and you had, blinding lights on you, you could see that. The bright green against the black backdrop, you could see it really clearly. So the fact that you get that nice clear read is beautiful. And as long as they pass the pad to the next person, right? And the next person writes their number underneath 89, they write 23, you'll see that in real time too. It's amazing. The battery life is long. The charging time doesn't take that much. The unit stays charged in between performances. It's got sleep mode, sleep function, and it's easy to wake back up. Yeah, I can't say enough great things about this. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? The video is 41 minutes long, and it really is like a Kickstarter explanation tutorial, right? It's not like a magic tutorial. It's really how to use the technology, right? So you're getting a table shot and hands and a voice talking to you. There's an intro. They talk about what you get, and then the first thing they cover is the pen, how it operates, how it turns on, how you charge it, how you know it's charged. The second one is the chip, the sender, right? And the same thing. Talk about its size, what it fits in, how to charge it, how you know it's charged, and then different ways you could hide it. So you could hide it in a wallet, you could hide it in a deck of cards, you could hide it in a memo pad, right? All these things. Then they talk to you about the app, how to download it, set it up, how to pair it with the devices. And then they're going to walk you through all the app features. And then they'll show you how to integrate it with the watch. We'll talk more about that. And then how to integrate it with the palm peaker. Now, those two items I do not have. I do not have the watch. I do not have the palm peaker. And this is where I'm pointing the finger directly at you guys. How come you didn't tell me about this? I wish I could have bought it back when it was on Kickstarter. I probably would have gotten a deal. Now I really want the watch. I really want the watch now, because I think if you had the watch and the peaking device along with this, I think that's the magic trifecta, right? That would, I bet you could really blow some minds with those three things. If you guys have these items, I'm jealous, but if you guys have these items, tell us down below how they're working for you. We want to hear. So the watch, I don't have the watch. I don't have the watch, but I'll just tell you what they show you in the instructions. Let's say you have the watch, okay? I could take it off, and I could set it to a time. I could look at my spectator and say, okay, I'm getting something from you, and I could set it to a time, and I could hand it to that spectator. And then I could hand the memo pad to a different spectator. And I could tell spectator B, think of any time you want, and they write down 2:35. Guess what? All the way over there with this spectator, the watch is now changing to 2:35, and you've been on stage the entire time. Crazy, crazy. The Peak device that they sell, I believe, is $100, and it just becomes a palmable reading device. So instead of having your cell phone out, right? But hold your horses, kids. For all you iWatch people, what is it called? Apple Watch. What did I say? iWatch? For all you Apple Watch people, your Apple Watch will pair with the memo pad. So you don't even need your phone out. If they're writing 23 or 89 or wavy lines, right, from the ESP symbols, you'll see it in real time on your watch. You'll get the peak right there. And I'm sure the antenna on the Apple Watch is really strong, right? Because that's the Apple Watch. So that's the only, so sorry, it doesn't work for any Droid watches. Don't ask. It doesn't work for any Droid watches, but that's what you get if you get all three. So I think the watch is 400. I think the watch is 400 on their website, but wow, that's some crazy, awesome tech. All right, so one of the options, and I don't really understand how this might work. The wallet might be an add-on, or it might come with your purchase. I'm not sure. So I think they were limiting the wallet to the first several purchasers, but I just want to make sure that you understand this could be separate. So the wallet looks like this. The inside looks like a gentleman's wallet. Looks exactly like something Colin Cloud would have, or Darren Brown, right? And everything goes in here. So memo pad, right, would slide down on the non-pocket side and look just like this. And this is exactly what your spectators would see. They would just see that they would be handed this. Okay, and the brilliant thing about this is also tech. This is also tech. The wallet is designed to turn your chip on and turn it off. So cool, so cool. It's all disguised right here. This is as big as it gets. This plus the pen. Now, you could decide that you want to mod it so that it fits in a tuck case. You could do that, okay? I'm a little nervous about when it comes to modding technology. I'm always afraid I'm going to break something, so I haven't done that yet. It doesn't exactly fit in a tuck case unless you mod it a little bit. But you can slide it into a tuck case, let's say, and just put a Post-it note on the outside and say, just write down AS, Ace of Spades, or 3C, 3 of Clubs, whatever you want. Tear that Post-it note off, hand me the deck, and you could go through the deck and find the card, just like that, because you got your impression. They talk about putting the chip inside of a wallet, like your regular. So if you already carry like a card wallet or some sort of gimmick wallet, this would up that even more. It would turn any wallet into a Peak wallet. And it's the best Peak wallet because you don't even have to ask for it back. They have your wallet. They write on your wallet as what they're thinking of, and you will get the impression on stage. That's nuts. So just these two items are enough to blow people away. This is the ultimate Peak, ultimate impression device. Yeah, game changer. So angles wise, there's nothing to see, right? There's nothing to see. And inspectability, they're holding the items. They're holding the memo pad, they're holding the pen. You don't even ask for them back. So there should be nothing for them to inspect. All right, so why did my pad have scribble marks all over it? I'll tell you. On a normal impression device, you've got to clean up in between, okay? Typically, you got to do some sort of cleanup or some sort of reset in between. Not so with this. No, because the phone does the cleanup. Remember, all I have to do is hit the trash can and the image goes away, which means what's ever on the memo pad doesn't matter. What does that mean? Well, it means they never have to tear that top piece of paper off if they don't want to. You could give them the option, but they don't need to, right? So you could have person A write down a number, and then you could just say, just scribble it out and hand it to the next person. It won't bother anything because you just deleted the image on your phones. All you care about is what was received, which means you could do a different type of trick. You could start with a big, huge scribbly mess on the pad, hand it out and say, I know that whatever you write, you won't be able to see. But just know that I won't be able to see it either. And neither will the people next to you. What you write down now will only be a secret just to you. So you write your 2-digit number in the middle of that big scribble. And they write it down. Like, can you see it? Can you see your number there? And they can say, well, barely. You say, that's funny that, you know, you can't see it. So there's no way I should be able to see it, but I know it's the number 89. Right? Crazy. So the reset on this, the reset is instant. And to be honest, after I got them charged, I was using it immediately with absolutely no learning curve. I watched the 41-minute tutorial. I knew exactly what to do. I didn't have any issues with setup or logging in or, you know, anything like that. It worked immediately and it worked exactly like how I wanted it to. And so far, it's worked exactly the same every single time consistently. And I cannot say that about most impression devices. That you are paying for a consistency and you are paying for that it's going to work, right? So that's awesome. So the message is clear. Let's put up the positives. Your peak is clear, very clear, and it works with your iWatch. That's awesome. There's so many different possibilities you could do with this. So negatives. Let's say the negatives. There's no tricks taught. Okay. There's no live performances. There's no magic taught at all. Okay, you're not going to learn any tricks. You are getting this as a tool because you know already exactly how you would use this. There was also no tips about how would you hide the phone? How would you get your peak? How do you get your read in the offbeat? There was no instruction like that either. It was just what I mentioned, just teaching. It was just tutorial on how to use it, get it up and going. So the rest of this is going to be on you, you know. Why include teaching about how to hide your phone when you're going to use your watch or you're going to use the Peak device? So they're giving you options and then they're counting on you just to kind of work that up. Now, there is a Facebook group. There's a Facebook group and it is active. It is active. I've joined it and there is discussion there all the time and they're always talking about different ways to use it and develop it. So that's fun too, to be part of the community and to actually know that people are actually asking questions and getting their questions answered. I asked 2 questions on that page and I got answers within 24 hours. So it was nice. So having that community there as well. Don't take my word for it. Please don't take my word for it. This thing costs $550. So do not take my word for it. Wizard Magic Review has a review for this. Go watch that as well. Chris Edwards, okay, up and comer. He's got a great channel. Please go subscribe and like his videos. Chris Edwards reviews this and he reviews the watch. So if you want to go see the watch in action, go check out Chris Edwards as well. And I hope I've answered questions for you or at least introduced you to something new. And if that's the case, you can always do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and follow. Push all those buttons. That really helps me out a lot. And make sure you purchase yours from illusionist.com. I want to thank them for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, hey, and one more thing. I know you've seen me in my videos wear this shirt a lot, the Magic Orthodoxy brand shirt. And I don't know if you know this, but this is not just a merch shirt. This is not just a shirt that has my brand. This is actually a magic trick. This is a magic reveal t-shirt that is available exclusively at my Teespring store. It was actually designed in Melbourne, Australia, and it is your 30-minute secret weapon. Because it looks like a seemingly innocent vintage tee, but all over this are 6 different magic reveals. So you got ESP reveals, coins, cards, the toxic forces on here, even a movie, and a lot more. You can use this as the grand finale of your entire close-up act. It's available in maroon, black, and gray. And I have another YouTube video that completely explains how to do a reveal for each one of these tricks. So I actually have a magic tutorial for this t-shirt on my channel. So it's there. It tells you all about it if you want to learn more. Or you can just go down to any one of the graphics that are down there. That'll take you out to the Teespring store if you click one of those. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support.